Welcome back to episode 4 of Dwarf Fortress Let's Play, and while we just had our first guy go into a mood, you can see him flashing there. He actually wanted, he was actually close to the trade caravan leaving, and he wanted metal bars, so I quickly had to, and there you go, they've just embarked. I had to quickly rush my gems actually up, which is probably why you're going to see them bringing the gems back down now. I basically rushed them up there and get the silver bar, and I think there was another bar up there. Basically, he wanted metal bars, so I was like, shit, I haven't got any. I'm not even... I could never set up a quick smelting industry quick enough to do this current stuff I've got, so I've had to basically do that quickly, and he has begun his construction. So there we go, he's just made a marble ring. That's brilliant, but it's not turned him, unfortunately, into it, because it was a haunting mood or something, or possessed, that's it. It hasn't actually made him into a legend, which is... a bit shit for me, but at this stage in the game I really can't afford to lose my one guy that's actually a reasonable mason. He'll become legendary just doing what he's doing. So he's made his artifact, and what was it? It's actually worth 90,200, and it was a ring, so it's a tundra piers, whatever it's called. Let's have a look at it. A marble ring, crafted the highest quality, of course. It is studded with silver, so he used the silver that I bought, encircled with bands of marble. Simple as that. If you ever get them go into these moods and they don't actually go and occupy a workshop, it means that you don't actually have the workshop that he needs. So generally, you look at his profession; it'll kind of give it away what he wants to be. Unfortunately, it's knocks on the head as well. Anything that was being done in there, so I think that was my craft, wasn't it? So they were making rock crafts. It will wipe out your queue if you happen to have anything on the go at the moment in time. So we're striking rock crystals. It's not really great, I've got to be honest. It's not what I was after. I was hoping for a little bit more. So I don't feel we've got anything other than... While it's nice to have all this flux stone, would be great to actually have iron to use it and into steel. If I had that, I'd be laughing because, well, you can see there's tons of flux. We're all fluxed up. Well, that's going to be the last few bits. Downside of my expedition leader being a miner is the liaison, etc., follows him round through the tunnels, and when he's digging, they're just like, "You're going to stop? You're going to stop? You're going to stop?" And it's the same with the caravan. Oh, there you go. He's finally obviously managed to set him down. He's probably stopped up here or something to eat or something. Begin discussions. Right. What we actually going to want is metal bars. That's what I want. So we're going to go down to metal bars, and I want iron bars. I want that. That's what I want. So I can bring anything else, but I want iron bars. And that's it. So that's really all I want. It'll probably cost you more money when they bring them, but they will bring them. That's the flip side. So as long as we can get enough rock crafts churning out, I really don't care, frankly. But what I will do is make use of... yeah, look over the document. The document says you want shitloads of metal bars, and it will cost 196% the price. Yeah, that's fine. Finish picking at it. Yeah, okay. So that's what we want. Brilliant. So that's our first trade set up. We're storing gems, but really we don't care about those. Look over the document. So what is he going to want? He wants tanned hides, actually, really high. Water skins, that's no good. We've not really got enough leather. Goblets, that's fine. We're going to have plenty of goblets, trust me on that. We want potash, 200% potash, and amulets. Well, okay, that's fine. We're good at that. Windows, we don't really have enough glass, but we could get enough glass going. We have a lot of wood. It's a big wooded area. I mean, just look at this. There really is a shit ton of wood. Metric measurements, that is, right there. We were building that, so let's actually get our glass smelting industry on the go. No, because I need banks for that. We'll get the kilns going instead. We've got lots of clay here, so he is going to... No, we need wood burning first. Come on, Lee, get yourself in order. that is my name. In case you didn't see it on the actual side of the screen on YouTube. So we're gonna do Gabbro. Oh, I've hit schist, so I must have hit another type of rock somewhere. I must have brushed past it. There we go. So, I know you're excited about my wall, I can tell. I can feel the comments coming about how just legendary this wall really is. What we actually need is another wood area. Best way to do that is build it in clay, because they're going to dig this out very quickly. So I will lay this out, and I'm basically setting up the metal industry is what I'm doing, but primarily it's just going to be wood burning for now. So I was as excited as you probably are to watch. I don't think you want to see my miners digging. You want to see me actually doing things rather than watching them dig. So I'll perhaps knock it on the head there and be back in just 5 seconds. Okay, so we're moving along nicely, and I think I didn't show you the nest boxes, did I? Because I had, well, obviously clearly didn't, because I've not got them there. So it's B and it's not N, it's B and capital N, or you can just go down to it, which is down the bottom here, nest boxes. It's a new menu. Now I know for a fact that obviously our wall is going to go to there, so I'm going to build it. I'll build it one square in. I built a bunch of them, and all you got to do is put them down in that area. They will come and sit on them quite happily. That goes up to the edge of my zone. Yeah, and that's it. It's very simple. It really is. There's no rocket science involved in that. I could probably build a few more if I really wanted to follow it out. But so what will happen? They'll come up. They'll place these nest boxes just like that, and immediately they'll come and sit in them. So you can see if I queue over that nest box now that's just been placed, you can see nest box claimed by a stray hen. There we go. Simple as that. That's been claimed. That one's just been initiated, so it'll say construction initiated. Bang, and they're straight onto them, and they'll be laying eggs straight away. They'll get straight on there, start laying eggs. So then you've got another food industry set up. Okay, so while they're continuing to build the walls, we're going to build a bridge as well. I've shown you the walls. It's pretty simple. For walls, it's B, capital C, and then W. But as you can see, bridge isn't there. So B for a bridge, it's B, and it's down the bottom or around the middle area. Yeah, there it is, bridge. Now, bridges, you expand just like you would a room or something with a WA. Oh, good lord, there's a tree going to be in the way. Okay, let's get that cut down first, because that's going to really annoy us. Let's have that down, please. Hopefully my woodcutters are not overly busy. I don't think they are. I've got some idlers. I have actually just told a couple of the guys to build stuff, so I'm hoping he's going to come and chop this tree down pretty quick. Smartish. Come on, build the walls quicker and get this goddamn tree cut down. I keep seeing these carpenters walking past, but not one of them's come to cut this tree down yet. Schoolboy error. I thought we were ready to actually do something here. Is there anything else we've done while I've been waiting? See, they're laying the nests, laying the eggs. So their food's getting hauled around. The farmers are working well. We've got plenty of food and drink. Always remember to press Z. Check your stocks. I did actually put a bookmaker on, didn't I? A bookkeeper. We need to set his room up. Bookkeepers, this is the noble screen, by the way, pressing N. Bookkeepers, actually, you have the only option with settings, barring I think a few later on. But what we want to do is put that on all counts. So that will basically keep a much more accurate stock. You've got to let him go around and do his business. He's not going to be happy at the moment because I've not given him a room. So perhaps we could sort that out for him. We'll make that his bedroom. We're going to assign it this time to the bookkeeper. If we put a table, if we put 2 tables in here, there we go, and a chair there and there, he should be pretty happy with that. Because what we'll do, he needs to make, he needs a study basically to do his bookkeeping on, as most accountants tend to need. They've got to sit somewhere with a tapping at a computer or on a desk of the old days in a big book. There we go. So that's place them there. So what we'll do over the chair itself, we'll actually make it a study or throne room. We'll assign that to the bookkeeper, and we'll also make it his private dining room as well. So he'll basically do everything. We won't see that guy, which is fine with me. So that's it. You see his requirements have gone white. He's happy. He's got a meagre office, modest quarters, meagre dining room, chest cabinets, etc. If we really want to up it, we can change that. At the moment he's only got probably whatever the hell my rock is. It's Gabbro. So he's using Gabbro rock furniture. You could get exquisite and use it as silver or something. We've got silver, so perhaps we will do that later on, and they'll be like, wow, this is amazing. You can see how my grid is pretty much complete. In fact, very nearly. So that's like the whole floor. I've pretty much uncovered the whole 4x4 square area of my map, and we are fully aware that we have a shitload of flugstone, but not a lot else, unfortunately, it seems. So this is the clay level. So what I'm going to do in here is build my kiln, my wood furnace actually. So B, E and wood furnace. Now I'm not going to make it out of fire clay. We've actually got a lot of fire clay now by the looks of it. So it looks like our guys have been busy doing that. I've got some sterling silver bar. I don't want to make it out of sterling silver, but I will be making a lot. Since I've got a shit ton of trees, I'm going to make a lot. I'm going to make 4 wood furnaces there, and we will set this as a wood store there. But what we'll also do, so next one is going to be bars and blocks. And what I'll put in bars and blocks is charcoal. So that will be the charcoal area. So bars and blocks will remove metal. All we want in there is coal. Actually, probably won't hurt to keep the others on. Just, actually, definitely don't want soap in there. It wouldn't hurt to keep the others in there, just if we get excited and need it. We don't need any of that, or any of that, or any of that. So that will be just wood going in there. I may possibly have one above as well. Not wood. Charcoal, sorry. So that's just charcoal. We want another smelter, so again B and E, and this time it is an actual smelter, and we'll make that out of Gabbro. We'll have 2 smelters there. So the smelters want the stones. We want the basically iron or ore or any metal stone to go in there. So we want all the metal ores, and we don't want economic stones. So we're going to remove that. We don't want the other stones, and we don't want clay. So we just want metal ores going in there. So, because what they do to smelt is they'll have 1 item of fuel, so the charcoal, and 1 item of metal, so the ore. If we were to say go to steel, which we definitely plan to, we want another set of bars and blocks, and for that we want our metal going in there, the bars and blocks. So that will be the metal going in there, the metal bars, which is good. We don't want those, we don't want those, we don't want those, and we don't want those. We could, if we wanted, put the economic stones in there, but since you've seen on the map we've got hundreds of economic stones, we don't want to do that. And finally I'm going to build my metalsmith, which is, if I can find him in the list, F. BW and F, and that is our metalsmith with our only iron anvil that we departed with. And I won't set the workshop there because we don't really have it set up to how I want it. We also could do with probably making another area for charcoal, but charcoal can get stored in bins, therefore you can have crazy amounts. So which is why I've told my carpenter to make a load more bins. Remove that last one, we'll have more bins. Lots more bins. I don't feel I can ever have enough bins and pots. We're okay for food and alcohol. If you're following along you should be fine. So, we could also do with probably charcoal up here, but since it's only 2 levels down, I'm not going to store it. I'm going to leave it down there so he can run down, get the charcoal, and come straight back up to the kiln. Also, the glass industry as well will have the same thing going on, but we need bags for that. So we're not going to go into that yet. We're just getting pottery going here. So at least we'll have another section. Look at this. It's actually cleared out my area down here now, mainly because they're just grabbing rocks for all the various places that we've got going on. So they've practically cleared all of my rocks out from down here. That's pretty good going, I've got to be honest. So I haven't had to tell them to clear it, because all of these copper and silver, whatever the hell it's called, tetrahydra, whatever its actual name is all going down there. We've built loads more coffers, so we'll get those done. You probably don't want to see me doing the coffers, but I'll knock these out pretty quick. I've done most of them while I paused the video, but I guess I could do these. So all I'm doing again is B and H, sticking them down. I don't want to show too much of laying out bedrooms, because once you've seen one, you've seen them all, and they are very easy to lay out. I haven't got enough cabinets, that's why I'm wondering where my mouse mat's gone. Could do with probably digging a few more bedrooms out now, because I've got what 21 dwarves, and what's that? 8, 16, 20 bedrooms. No, 22 bedrooms. Okay, so just about got enough at the moment. So we need to expand this, because the so do that. So we're going to need more furniture store, because you can see the flux stones are pretty still taking most of it up. They're going to continue on mining, that's fine, I'm happy with that. They're actually picking up most of the stones from down here now, I think. I've no issue with that, they can keep digging those out. And they're using them up here. So let's get to the bridge at last. Okay, we're saving, fine. Spring has arrived. Okay, that's officially our first year done, I believe. Yes, we did definitely start with spring, so that is our first year. So we've got 21 dwarves in the first year of our fortress. We've pretty much established everything. Not been attacked, thankfully, touch wood. Nothing's happened, because God help us, we're definitely not prepared for it. This is what's known as a pussy start, which pretty much most people will begin on. Oh God, they've still not cut that tree down? Are you kidding me? These woodcutters, they're not all they're cracked up to be. Oh, I know why. I've told them to pretty much deforest the area up the top here. That would explain it. I was preparing for the fact that I need lots of wood, and I've said basically just chop everything down. Cut down everything! Which is what they're doing. Okay. We'll get to it. It's only building a bridge. How should we design this? Let's have a look. So I don't really know how I want to lay this out yet. I'm guessing if they're going to be coming in here, this is going to be... yeah, let's wall off the water. Let's have that water area. That way we've got at least a water source should the shit hit the fan and we get sieged, which is why I'm doing this. So we've got a singular water source there. You only want to go to about there. I'm not going to be that precise with this area. You can actually go over the river if you want, and you could say, oh, I'll take this area of the river up or something. Don't really need to, I'll be honest. Where should we have our entrance? Should we have our entrance up the top? Should we have our entrance up top so they come down and round, or should we have it going straight in? If I come straight in, it's much easier to trap. Traps are cheating, I've got to be honest. I actually feel dirty using them these days because they do make the game easy. If you're wondering why I'm not having to press enter loads of times, I'm just doing shift and enter. You've probably figured that out by now. It's not rocket science, that bit. So shift and enter. We'll put some walls. Yeah, we'll have it kind of like a straight entrance type deal. That way, yeah, we can set up easiest defence for it. And I'm going to perhaps build my hospital on top of that water source that's there. And that will be that. So perhaps, I'm wondering about building on it, maybe channeling. Yeah, I think I might. Perhaps, unless I maybe wall off a little bit over here and dig it down, or maybe go down with it. I use that water source or something for the hospital. I generally have the hospitals up top, you know, in the battlefield area-ish. I don't know. We'll see. As you can see, they've still not dug that tree down. I could probably show you a bridge actually on that bit. Instead, I can't see any trees blocking that one. So yeah, so a bridge. UMKH is height and width, so we want it around about 4. Let's go by 4x5. So pretty much a standard looking bridge. We want it there. That's so. What we want to do, we want it to pull up to this wall. So we need to tell it. At the moment, it's just retracting, so it's just going to slide and sort of make a gap there. We want it to retract. So WASD, you can see raised WASD and X actually as well. Raised direction. We want it to go that way. So we want D. So we want it to raise that direction there, which will pull it upwards when you pull the lever. So that'll do. And make it out of gabbro. So there it is. So now we'll have a architect, I believe. I think has to come out to it. It's a classed as a building, yeah. So the architect has to come out to it, go blah blah blah, yeah, okay, and then they'll start bringing all the stuff out to it. And we'll have our bridge first. I'm going to have a bridge there and a bridge there, and I'll probably channel all the way around the edge. We've got this river you can see right up to it, so we can have a raging river all the way around. I'll probably dig down maybe 2, 3 maybe, properly deep channeled out type thing. Why has that not been completed down there? So yeah, you need to keep your eye out for that sort of thing. So yeah, if they so you can see that little gap there, you know, you'll be, oh look, I've got my defence, and then they come flooding around the side here, and you're like, ah! Broken in straight away. Look how much this guy is chewing through on this rock. It's been raining, it's been pouring, we're in a pretty tropical location, so things are kind of growing. It's actually drying out, the river is now and again in the winter, but yeah, it's pretty crazy how much they can eat, these guys. So elephants actually can't sustain themselves, they will die. They just simply can't eat quicker than their body consumes, which is meh. Can't do a lot about it. One thing I always wanted to show, I don't think I've got it anywhere, is you'll now and again see, I've definitely not got it on any of my guys' places yet. Not really been doing anything, have I, to, oh, they've actually built that fishery. Is on the workshops, which I can't show you. I don't think we've got any set up. No, nobody's got any. So what I'm looking for on the workshops, say for example I've built tons of furniture. I haven't got much furniture stores here. Up in the corner here, you'll get a thing, and it'll say CLT. What it means is that workshop is cluttered. And if you check it out on MagmaWiki, it's df.magmawiki.com, and look for, I think it's actually clutter, I think you can search for. There's various colours that will signify just how much is cluttered there. There's only so much you can go, and it will slow down the workshop. So if you don't have the storage, they'll continue building. It will go slower and slower and slower. So if, for example, I didn't build any more furniture stores here, which, looking around, look, you can see these rocks are taking up a spot in the furniture store. I really don't have any at all, any more spare slots. So these places, if I were just to say build a ton more coffers, which I am actually going to do, and I didn't use them, they'd get cluttered and they'd just slow down. So keep your eye on that. If you've got CLT there, you need more storage room. Simple as that. So I am going to dig out another level of bedrooms, I believe, down there. Probably going to set up maybe a little bit of food storage for... No, I don't need to do food storage down here yet. Maybe add a lever, which is B Shift T and... No, sorry, B Shift T, it is Shift T, yes, I was right, and L. So this is going to be the drawbridge, so we'll add the mechanism there. So they'll come and build that, and I'll show you that in the next tutorial. So well, I say tutorial, it's more of a let's play, but trying to do a bit of a tutorial in the same time. So this is Deman bringing you Dwarf Fortress. I'll be back with the next episode soon.